Today I want to talk about the vibrato, the concept of it, and why we do that. On a string instrument, the vibrato is a technique where we bend pitches up and down quickly. And it's an ornamental technique. Just like how you would buy an ornament for your house. You don't just buy any ornament. You think about what you want and you think about where you want to place the ornament. So that goes well with the rest of your house, right? Same thing can be said with the vibrato, because vibrato is an ornamental technique where you embellish a note. You have to think about how you're going to vibrate. You can't just vibrate just because you can, okay? And so we're going to talk about what kind of vibrato we should do later, but let's think about why we vibrate. Now, I think there can be a lot of answers to this. The first thing I think about when I think about why we vibrate, the answer I come up with first is that because good classical singers vibrate when they sing. And that's why we should vibrate too. And I say this because I think the string instruments are singing instruments. Yeah, we can play really fast notes and double stops, triple stops, and all that stuff. But ultimately, I think violin and any other string instruments are singing instruments. And because it's a singing instrument, we should imitate what singers do. And so if the singers vibrate, we should vibrate. And we should vibrate the way they vibrate. Okay? Now, singing is one of the most natural way to express our music that we have in us. If you can speak, you can sing. I mean, you can be a horrible singer, but you can still sing. Sometimes you don't even realize that you're singing. Singing comes very natural to most of us. And because of it, it's easily understood by other people. It's the most natural way to communicate between us, among people, when it comes to music. So learning how to imitate singers, I think is very important if you want to learn how to play the violin well. Okay, so let's think about how they vibrate. If you listen to good opera singers sing, you'll notice that they create a really steady, beautiful pulses. Okay, now the pulse could be fast or slow, but they are always controlling the pulse, and it's always steady, unless they are purposely making it faster or slower in the middle of it. Okay, so we have to create the same sort of pulse that's steady. Another thing we have to develop is the width of the vibrato. So we can do a wide vibrato and narrow vibrato. And you combine that with the speed of the pulse, then we can create all sorts of different kinds of vibrato. Okay, and thinking about this is very important instead of just vibrating because you can. Okay, it'll change the way you approach every phrase, every note, and how you perceive tone when you think about how you want to vibrate and which note you want to vibrate, which note you shouldn't vibrate. Okay, so the next video I'm gonna make will be about how we can develop a good vibrato. But before I do that, I wanted to talk about this. So we can kind of think about, why we vibrate and what we should think about as we learn how to vibrate and as we develop the vibrato. So I hope to see you soon in our next video.